Give me a thumbs up if you're on Rumble. Thank you for tuning in. Oscar De La Hoya on Zander Zayas. Check it out.
Stop my golf because it's so frustrating. Boxing right now is just stale, especially here in America. Fighters don't want to fight each other. Perfect example, Zander Zayas. We have a perfect fight for you on a silver platter, pay-per-view. Let's do it from Las Vegas, MGM. And you keep saying you want to go to Puerto Rico? How? Your promoter has no TV whatsoever. Where are you going to fight? Fucking OnlyFans? Dude, we have the zone. We have the pay-per-view. We have the date. You and Virgil, Mexico, Puerto Rico. It's huge. What are you waiting for? Let's do this. I mean, this era right here, I cannot wait for this era to finish. Only the fighters that don't want to fight and who are literally pussies, man. They want to do it for extra millions and this and that. No, let's be real here. Pay-per-view, the zone, Virgil Ortiz, Zander Zayas. Let's do it. Las Vegas. What are you waiting for?
Do y'all think that Zander Zayas is ducking Virgil Ortiz Jr.? Do you think that Zander Zayas punches harder than Virgil Ortiz Jr.? You think that Zander Zayas is scared of Virgil Ortiz, like Victor said? That's why he want to go to Puerto Rico. I had no idea that they got basically the same record. I thought Virgil Ortiz was been in the game a lot longer than him. Virgil Ortiz 23-0, 21 knockouts. Zander Zayas 22-0, 13 knockouts. Virgil Ortiz is the bigger puncher. Even though Zander started at 54, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. Oscar got a point. Top Rank got no network. Top Rank is just Top Rank. They might as well fight on OnlyFans, like he said. The last boxing card on ESPN was the last time they're going to be at ESPN. I canceled my ESPN subscription. They might go to the zone. I think that Zander Zayas wants to go to Puerto Rico, like Buddy said, because he wants Puerto Rican judges. And there's no reason why he shouldn't take Oscar De La Hoya offer. Virgil Ortiz is the bigger superstar than Zander Zayas. I like Zander. He cool. He showed flaws in his last fight. He not the quickest on his feet. He a little slow. You know what I mean? He not as polished. Virgil Ortiz, whether you like him or not, he a killer. He a knockout artist type of guy. You know what I mean? Damn, the zone is about to be the place for all boxing. Yeah, Top Rank is going to the zone. Top Rank, the zone and Netflix. The zone and Netflix is what's going to get it. I like Virgil Ortiz, bro, but if we talking about him versus Zander, I think it's unfair to Zander, bro. Virgil Ortiz, he got that quiet craziness. Like he not a big trash talker. He not a big, you know what I mean? And you seen Jerome Booth and it's just duck the man. Back in the day, I used to think that Virgil Ortiz was scared of Booth because he said, we're going to meet, but it's going to be all the way up there. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, you know, Booth ducked him for a reason. Your coaches, your matchmakers know who's better than you. Your coaches or matchmakers know you more than anything. Matchmakers, promoters, they are in tune with what's going on in the gym. They got cameras in the gym. They talking to your coach. They seeing where you at mentally, especially somebody like Oscar De La Hoya. He know, Booth Ennis people know that he was not ready for no damn Virgil Ortiz. Booth Ennis is not what he claims to be. Who is Booth Ennis fighting next? Like, for real, what is his name again? I never heard of Buddy. You know, Booth Ennis gets booed in Philly. That's why he's scared of Virgil. Who would have thought that, as you know, how they say, time reveals everything. Time showed Lima Beans, right? Lima Beans, right? So somebody Lima. Gustavo Lima, Lemos. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Booth wasn't trying to see no damn Virgil Ortiz, bro. And Zander Zayas, with all due respect to Zander, I know I got some Puerto Rican, you know, subscribers, and you know, shout out to what's in it, a Big Season TV. He Puerto Rican, he cool. But bro, if we talking about Virgil Ortiz versus Zander Zayas, we talking about a mismatch, bro. Respect, even though they got damn near the same record. You know, two guys could be having the same record, but one guy could be that much more experienced and better than the guy with the exact same amount of fights as you. Who you been in there with? Virgil Ortiz has proved himself. You know, I think he lost to Boha Chuck, but Virgil Ortiz he got a little bit more, you know, a little bit more dog, a little bit more pressure, a little bit more electricity, energy when he fights. Zander is just kind of you know, he go with the flow. He nice, But I think Virgil Ortiz would run him over. Not just run him over, but kind of do him like this. Zander's cool. I like Zander. He young, but Virgil, he got that, he a little crazy. He got that nonstop pressure. He got power. All his fights, damn near by knockout. Yup, just like when Oscar was saying Ryan wasn't ready back then. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Oscar knows what he's talking about, bro. I mean, people get blinded because Oscar wear dresses and he used to drink and had drug problems. But Oscar's a smart motherfucker, bro. He's milking the fact that people call him De La Fishnet. He know what he's doing. He knows how to market himself. I don't think that Zander Zayas is ready. Because if he was ready, he wouldn't be asking only to fight in Puerto Rico. He only want to fight in Puerto Rico. I think it's for a reason. So he could have Puerto Rican judges like, yo, he won. And I'm not going to lie. I know it's some Puerto Rican subscribers I got. But, bro, Virgil Ortiz would beat the shit out of Zander Zayas, bro. And I like Zander. He cool. He's just young. He reminds you of like a kid, of like a just, he a young guy, bro. He just, Virgil Ortiz is a little bit different. He's more of a man in his energy and his heart mentally. And I think he would run the young man over. Power and pressure and just not giving a fuck. Virgil got that not give a fuck attitude when he fight. Zander still tries to box and set up his techniques like you saw in his last fight. He tried to do everything right. But yeah, Zander definitely not ready, bro. Virgil Ortiz would beat the dog shit out, buddy. That's my opinion on it. And I don't see how that fight will go any different. Because if Zander was like who he claims to be, he would accept De La Hoya's offer. You got De La Hoya, bro. He an all-time great legend. Fight on Golden Boy in the zone, like De La Hoya said. Speaking of guys who's not like that, what do y'all see when y'all look at this picture? I like Zander, but he's not ready for no Virgil Ortiz, bro. Boots is scared of Virgil. Virgil, he's the truth, bro. Especially at 54. Respect to Oscar when he wants to be involved in boxing. When Oscar De La Hoya is serious on promoting, Oscar was involved in some of the best fights pay-per-view ever, whether he was in them or promoted them. Mayweather De La Hoya, Mayweather Canelo, that was promoted by Golden Boy. Canelo Triple G, that was by Golden Boy. So Oscar might be a little crazy, but he's a smart businessman. He knows how to get his name out there, his fighter's name out there. He knows how to make money, promote fights. So even though he might be a little crazy, he's milking that shit. Maybe he's happy that they caught him with dresses on and panties on and shit. You know what I mean? Because now he can milk it. Shit. I mean, nobody can make fun. If you make fun of yourself, what could people say about you? You cooking yourself. So you gotta respect him for that. Zay Quinn getting cooked on the inside. That's what I see. I see Zay Quinn Moses getting punched in the fucking face because he's Shakur Stevenson's cousin. Yo, really quick. I'm gonna get back to Zay Quinn real quick. I know Clarissa Shields got a fan base that they are my motivation for making Miss Clarissa T-Rex Shields videos. I got nothing against her. Would I want my daughter to look up to her? No. Would you want your daughter to look up to Miss Clarissa Shields? No, not at all. Would you want your mother to be like Clarissa? No. Would you want your sister to be like Clarissa? Absolutely not. She's not necessarily a role model for young girls who want to be boxers, drinking, smoking, fucking with married men and bragging about the shit. You know what I mean? But she's talking about enjoying the life I created. I think Papoose is enjoying the life you created, Miss Carissa T-Rex is. I think Papoose is enjoying the life that you created. Like Remy Ma said, he ain't got no job. He don't got no top 10 singles. He 47, damn near 50. I think that Carissa T-Rex shows reminds me of the young girl who was infatuated with the older man because she ain't have a daddy. How young girls got daddy issues. So they tend to date older men because he got that whole fatherly aspect of, I want to protect you and, look over you. So she sees a father/lover in him. It's kind of a cool thing, but it's a real thing, bro. That's why fathers should be in their daughter's life. Don't be like Devin, pushing your pregnant baby mama down the stairs. Don't be like Devin, beat on child support and sing his daughter whenever old girl lets him see his daughter. Fathers should be in their daughter's life. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Having Papoose enjoy the life she created, and don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. She's a black dominant female. Everyone, oh, here we go. I like motherfuckers like this. She's a black dominant female. Everybody got flaws, bro. She's definitely a role model, just not perfect. Before I address your comment, I want to see if you're just a real account. Respect to you, and I respect your little opinion. But hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. Oh, I got you now, bro. Let me see if you're real first. Oh, you a real account. Bro, the fact that your first thing is she's a black dominant female lets me know that right away you're leaning towards the victimization culture, bro. She's a female, just a dominant female. There's plenty black dominant females if you want to take it there. Stupid victim. There's Angel Reese. There's Serena Williams. Alicia Baumgartner. There's plenty great black female dominant women. So the fact that you're only singling out her, say, yo, she's a dominant black woman. You sound like a bitch, bro. Like real shit. Respect to you, so nah. Well, ain't no respect to you, bro. Right away, you took it to she's a black dominant. It's plenty. Layla Ali was a black dominant female. Stupid. Do you see her with the married man? No, you don't. She got a cooking show. She cook in the kitchen. And she fight. She a black, and the fact that you put up laughing emojis when I respond to your little pussy ass comment, with your little victimization comment, I'm gonna block your ass, bro. I don't mean like that female. I don't like that female. It's plenty of professional black women that are athletes that are role models, like Alicia Baumgartner, Serena Williams, Layla Ali, Lisa Leslie, old school WNBA player. You know, people. Aaliyah Boston on the Indiana Fever. I like her. She a good positive black role model. Kelsey Mitchell. No. Old girl on the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Mitchell, the left-hander. It's a gang of great black women to look up to as role models. They're not fucking married men. Get your bitch ass on. Matter of fact, you gotta go, bro. Miss me with that. It don't matter if she's black. A hoe is a hoe, bro. Miss me with that bullshit. So I'm supposed to exclude her because she's a black dominant female? It's a gang of real role model black dominant females. Pussy. Get your bitch ass on with that victimization shit. Straight up. Like it's plenty of black role models to look up to that are women. Not Carissa T-Rex Shields, bro. Crazy. So, hey, Carissa T-Rex Shields fans, they're men. Like buddy. Grown ass men, bro. Like grown ass men. Yo, bro, you want to wear her nail polish, bro. You know what I mean? Like you want to wear her high heels, bro. Yeah, the beautiful, lovely Miss Alicia Baumgartner. She the one that told Carissa, bro, like, you know you fucking with a married man, right? Like, how'd that make you look? I have a daughter, so I'm not gonna promote hoism. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to Baumgartner and Carissa, and my daughter was like, yo, who do I look up to? I'm gonna say, look up to her. Yeah. Hold up. Y'all get to hear me? I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say, look up to Baumgartner, or look up to Lisa Leslie, Layla Ali, a positive black role model. You know what I'm saying? Not someone who fucking married men and out drinking and smoking. Miss me with that bullshit. Crazy as hell. Talking about, it's because she's a positive. Had nothing to do with it. Stupid. Thank you. McGaverick Boxing, another positive black woman role model. That's you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Miss me with that dumb shit. Not trying to hit on that. So you make it, you know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano's a positive role model, but you know what I'm saying? She's not a black, like Buddy was saying, she's not a dominant black woman, but she's a dominant woman in her own aspect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, miss me with that bullshit, bro. Miss me with that bullshit. Like I was saying, Papoose is enjoying the life she created. You talking about I enjoying the life I created? Papoose is enjoying the life that you created. That's called how you call it? When the older man is taking advantage of the younger woman. Papoose, his career has passed in the early 2000s. Name 3 Papoose songs. Yo, chat. Name 3 Papoose hits. I know he was on a Touch of Remix, Alphabetical Slaughter. part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He ain't got no hits. He good lyricist. I'll give him that. I know hip hop. He got bars. I ain't gonna lie. But come on, bro. His career, he not doing big things right now. Carissa is. Miss me with all that, bro. Crazy as hell. Yeah, I got a black guys like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Shows Stevenson throwing a punch at a man and
they want to be papoose. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know, but at the same time, bro, miss me with that dumb shit. Like straight up, miss me with that dumb shit, bro. Shakur Stevenson punching the female in the back of the head, talking about hold on, I got you. Straight out the trenches. You know I'm built different. No, bro, you are not straight out the trenches. You straight out the boxing gym. The boxing gym is not the trenches, young man. There is nothing trenches about a professional boxer. There's nothing trenches about a professional athlete. Professional athletes stayed away from the trenches. Professional athletes, professional boxers, they tend to stay the fuck away from all the shooting and gangbanging. But you know, when you got money and you're fascinated with the street life that you've never been a part of, you're gonna say trenches this, trenches that, gangbanging this, gangbanging that. Yo, play the video. Musical. I'm play it again. Hold on. I'm play it back. I don't know if you know it's Shakur Stevenson punching a woman. Yeah. If you never seen it, yeah. Bang, punched Ogre on the back of the head. But he from the trenches, right? Just because you from the trenches don't mean you could go on punch a woman. Yeah, McGavick boxing. She tattooed Buddy's name under her left titty. You know what I'm saying? So. Talking about enjoying the life. Papoose is enjoying the life you created, bro. She's dick whipped. You know what I'm saying? And yo, Southpaw TV. Why are you talking about Miss Carissa T-Rex Shields all the time? I'm really not. She's a great boxer. Her boxing, she's A1 top of the top. I'm not talking about that. You know, no athlete is above criticism. You know, due to the First Amendment or freedom of speech or freedom of press, I'm just giving my opinion on her. This what I think about her. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't think that she's a positive role model. I don't think that, and her pride is a sin. And the fact that she's refusing to sign with Jake Paul, where every single female boxer is going, that's her pride doing that. That's her saying, yo, I would never be on an undercard. Well, you're gonna have to, Miss Carissa T-Rex Shields. You're gonna have to, you know. Who the hell? Nah, bro. I don't do that. I'm not gonna entertain her. Yo, Shakur punched her and then pushed her down. Yeah, yes, he did. You know what I mean? But he like the gangstest nigga alive, like Shakur Stevenson. He the one that from the trenches. He called a boxing gym a trap, straight out the trenches. You know I'm built different. Ain't shit different about you, bro. I say it a whole lot. I say it a whole lot. Hold up, I got the picture right here. I gotta show the picture, bro, because you know what I mean. So some people is that stupid, like they gotta read. Matter of fact. I'm just like that. I need books with pictures. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some of y'all might be just as ignorant as me. I gotta show y'all. Every single boxer got a picture like this as a kid. You are not from the trenches. You can't be from the trenches and you grew up like this. You grew up in the boxing gym, bro. Like you grew up, you know what I mean, as a boxer. You know what I mean? Every single basketball player got a picture like this. Ain't shit trenches about you, bro. Ain't nothing hood about you, bro. Shakur Stevenson. Ain't shit trenches about you, bro. You ain't got no hood up in you. You never got no type. I'm gonna try to keep this YouTube friendly. You never did no type of dirt in your life, bro. Just because, hey, don't confuse broke and dirty with dangerous, bro. People think because they grew up poor with no money that they gangster. No. People think because they grew up hungry that makes them dangerous. Don't confuse dirty with dangerous. The definition of dirty and the definition of dangerous is two different things, bro. Just because your ass grew up broke, don't mean you grew up gangster. You understand? It's people in Inglewood, Chicago. They're not involved in gang life, but they broke as shit. House smell like ass and squares and weed and blunts. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they're dangerous. They just dirty. Just because you are dirty don't make you dangerous. Just because you grew up broke don't mean you grow up gangster. Talking about I'm from the trenches. You know I'm built different. You built like a bitch. You built like a 12-year-old boy, bro. You literally 5'2", bro. You a little tiny dude. And God bless the lower weight classes and everything, but I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about what this man believes he is in his head. But I have yet to, see that. And I'll bring it up every single day if I got to. When Shakur said, tell Greg Hackett I'll fly him to Chicago, and he didn't do shit. I would have respected him if he did. Like, okay, at least he said, all right, let's get it. Nothing. But he won't talk about that. If Shakur Stevenson was who he said he was, he would talk about why he did not fly Greg to Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead, he wants to be all internet, like most of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just internet thugs, internet gangsters, but won't do shit in real life. Speaking of the bitch.
The youngest said, I'm 30, I'm old. I told them I could do everything they could fucking do. One of them, he's second. I'm first. I'm sitting at the top, chilling. They go to third one. You see Zay right behind them. This is cool. This is what I do. I had to show their ass. This is what I do. Don't ever call me old again, you young motherfuckers.
Ma'am.
In that video, he's just being a boxer. He's just talking about, I'm in shape. That's the lane he should keep it. Be the toughest boxer ass nigga. You know what I mean? You don't got to be the gang member. Be the toughest boxer. Don't pretend you want some hood shit, bro. You're not. Nothing. If he was like that, he wouldn't have got on his knees for Berlanga. He begged Berlanga for forgiveness. He begged Berlanga like, yo, bro, I was just playing. What'd he say? I would never beef with you in real life. I know you wouldn't. You wouldn't be for nobody. Hey, yo, Southpaw TV, why is there not 1,000 clips on Shakur Stevenson hitting a woman? But Tank, want to know why, bro? Because I'm going to tell you why. Yo, Shalamar, great point. Because Shakur Stevenson is not popping like that. Like what Cameron said, it hurts you, not a pay-per-view star. Tank is top of the level. He like a fucking celebrity. Tank got pictures with Denzel Washington, bro. Shakur ain't got no pictures with Denzel Washington. 2-time Academy Award winner Denzel Washington. Tank got pictures with him. Shakur ain't got no pictures with Denzel Washington, bro. Denzel Washington don't even know who the fuck Shakur Stevenson is. So everybody know Tank. That's like, I could post up a video, you know what I'm saying? Right. I could post up a video of a motherfucker beating up a girl and y'all won't even know who the fuck he is. But if I show Javante or Shakur, like, oh shit, I know who that is, and that gets more eyes on it, bro. It's just like a media, popularity shit. But that's why we don't see this shit everywhere. But you see Javante mugshot everywhere. Javante snatching up old girl everywhere because he's more popular. Nobody know who this bitch is. Nobody know who Buddy is unless you like know boxing. Unless like you in the inner boxing circles and shit. Then if you're a fan of boxing, you know Shakur. You could be a fan of basketball, but you still know who Tank is, or Canelo, or Mayweather, guys of that status. Nobody know Buddy except if you a boxing head. Then you know who the fuck Shakur Stevenson is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Tank. And I thought Shakur Stevenson got a pet monkey. Tank love the animals, and Shakur don't love the animals. I'm just playing. But in all seriousness, bro, get mad if you want to, but everything I say about Buddy is true. I never said one single lie. What he say? Chill, Southpaw. I know you hate me, gang, but find somebody. Hey, bro, nobody. Hey, in order to hate somebody, you gotta have you gotta emotionally care about them in some way. I don't care enough to hate you, bro. Nobody even think about your soft ass. Only thing I ever cared about with you, is if you was gonna fly Greg Hackett in Chicago that Sunday and you ain't do shit. So that's all I ever really cared about with your bitch ass. Anyway, Lamont Roach went on Paulie Malignaggi and he said he felt like the Gervonta Davis fight is not gonna happen. Therefore, he will be looking to fight Shakur Stevenson. How do you think a fight would look with Shakur Stevenson and Lamont Roach? How would that look? I think it'll be a waiting game. Like 2 counter punches. Like how Lamont Roach fought Tank. He just stood in the pocket and waited on Tank kind of. And Shakur Stevenson, depending on what Shakur shows up, I don't think it'll be an exciting fight. I think Shakur would outpoint Lamont Roach. I think he would outpoint him. The Tank that fought Lamont Roach, In my opinion, it wasn't the Gervonta we all know. It was the Gervonta that was thinking about the same. And during that build-up, he said he don't love boxing. He was telling kids not to get involved in boxing. He was talking about fighting Jake Paul. It was a whole lot of things to let us know that Gervonta really not loving a sport like that at all. It'll be a boring ass fight. Yeah, you're right. Super boring fight, Queen Vaughn. Lamont is cap. He waiting for that Tank rematch. He not gonna fight Shakur. He's just trying to say, that's like when that's like a girl saying that she got a bunch of options just so she could seem like she popping. Lamont Roach, I'm sure ain't no offers for him to fight. Ain't nobody asking for that shit. They asking for the rematch. But yeah, that'll be a boring ass fight. Two counter punches is never exciting because it's a waiting game. I'm gonna counter you, but what am I gonna counter? I don't know. I gotta wait to see who he throws so I can counter. I gotta counter him. What are you gonna counter? I don't know. I gotta wait, and it's just a big old waiting game. Just two guys just kind of waiting to counter, and whoever's first is first, and it's gonna be a waiting game. So I don't think it'll be an exciting fight. I will watch it because it's them two, but I mean, it's not gonna be none like it ain't gonna be popping like that. Like two boxers playing red light, green light. Red light, green light, tag, you're it. You know what I mean? Tit for tat. That type of shit. Yo, CG Cap, what's up, bro? He said, yo, Support TV. I'm telling you, Al has messed up a lot of them boys' money, and Gervonta knows it. You think so? Al has messed up a lot of the money, and Tank knows it? I don't know. I mean, if I don't. One thing though, hey, yo, CG Cap, it ain't nothing against you at all. You know what I mean, but it's a lot of like YouTube channels and like boxing chit chats and group chats. Hey, like Gervonta say, never trust a man in a group chat. You know what I mean? That whole gossip girl thing. No, I'm not saying you doing it. I'm saying like focusing on men's money. It's like what like BTTT does, KO Boxing TV, the light skin dude. They say he cool with the guy with the sexual assault. Or the snitch voice, Nestor Gibbs, the guy that got real paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guys, these guys, they got real fucking charges on their name. Real bogus ass. They talk about men's money and who getting fucked out of them. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I care about the sport. You know what I'm saying? I care. Look, right here on the screen. They got the high guard getting low. Lamont throws the leaping left hook. Throws the hook. Tank is catching it. I like the fighting aspect of it. I try to stay out of motherfuckers' pockets like that. I'll talk about some shit if it's like big news about money, but bro, I mean, I don't know what Al Heyman doing, and CG Cap, you really don't know either, bro. Hey, yo, matter of fact, CG Cap, why do you say that Al Heyman is messing up their money? Why do you say that? Are you right there? Like, do you know that Al Heyman is really messing up their money, or are you just assuming because of what you hear in group chats, Discord? Twitter Spaces, KTT and BTT, like those guys who just be gossiping like hoes over other men's money. What makes you say that, or are you just speculating that Al Heyman is messing up their money? You still here, bro? I'm waiting to hear your answer, bro. Because if you know how me and you was cool. Eventually, one day, see, like this is what I learned about life. You can't be cool with somebody forever, bro. Because eventually, one day, the bitch is gonna come out. CG Cap. Did the bitch just come up out of you, bro? Speak because I'm that's fun. I think you're cursing too much, Mr. CG Cap. And due to the fact that you're using too many F words, I'm not putting them on my screen. Cursing tough guy, I'm gonna have to block you, bro. You used to be a moderator, and now you're not. Don't go cursing at me like you would curse to my face, because we and you both know you're not doing that. So, like I said, stay the hell out of men's pockets. You know what I mean? Because you look like a bitch and you just got your ass blocked. You will never moderate on my channel again. Ever. Pacquiao got to come back and get some money. Yeah, he's gonna fight in December. Yo, Southpaw, which upcoming boxers would you suggest to be on the lookout for? I don't know, bro. I'm not really following who's next on the up and coming. I think Turkey Adeshiki does that. I don't know. I like who I like, bro. Boxing's kind of dead right now, like Oscar De La Hoya said. CG kept having a bad day. He probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He forgot to change his pad. You know what I'm saying? He forgot to change his heavy flow pad. I know he got blood clots in that motherfucker and everything. The way he said it make it look like he was purposely trying to start some media drama. Yeah, is that right? I think he just a McGaffrey boxing. He definitely was trying to stir some shit up. But I can't see Shakur fighting Lamont Roach. They too cool for all that. I think they way too cool for all that. Yeah. I think he just wanted to get a little interview out there. And Lamont looking like Steve Urkel for real. Lamont Roach is a good guy, bro. He's another one. Wannabe thug, wannabe gangster, college kid. Nice guy, bro. Grew up with both parents. He said, what he say? I never had to hurt for anything. I never got into many street fights, this and this and this. It's more about business than the actual sport. I understand that, but they be dragging it sometimes. I know it's about business, but one thing that I don't like that boxing has went to, like the reason I just blocked Buddy, used to be a motivator. Stay the fuck out other men's pockets, bro. Boxing has let us into their pockets too much. Like boxing has let us into their pockets too much. Like Shakur Stevenson talk about the money aspect, and Lamont Roach talking about the money aspect of things. Boxing has let us too much into what's going on in the business sense as opposed to the fighting. People care too much about what's actually going on in the business wise when they got nothing to do with it. Like Buddy, I just blocked CG Cat, acting like he know what the fuck going on. You don't know what's going on, bro. He has no idea what's going on. But since you got them bitch ass gossip channels, the KOTT or the offender, they sit there just let's have an open panel and let's talk about their money and whoever screamed the coolest win. Fuck all that. Like y'all some grown ass men talking about how much this man getting paid. Want to know why? I'm gonna tell you. Because they can't talk about the fighting aspect of it. So they talk about the money like some hoes. Every single one of y'all. There's not one of you. I don't know one single channel who don't talk about other men's money. They sitting there just, like, come on, fuck is y'all talking about? Talk about his jab. Oh, my bad, you can't do that, right? Talk about his hook. Talk about when he throw it low and he extend it too wide. Sometimes you can't do that, right? You can't, right? So those who never been in boxing tend to talk about money, like some females. And more than likely, all of y'all be on Section 8. All of y'all that be gossip. Yo, click the link and let's argue. And whoever screamed the coolest, y'all some hoes, bro. That's feminine female energy, bro. That's what bitches do. Only females should be in group chats, like we on a fucking Murray show. When I see grown men doing that shit, click the link and we finna scream. That shit corny, bro. Corny as hell. And you should be, hey, imagine how you look. Like real shit. Like imagine like your wife or your girl, whoever the fuck walk in on you, and you like this in a room. Come on, man. I remember some old bitch ass nigga on Twitter. What is his name? I forgot his name. Some broke ass East Coast, and he's like, man, I put it down in these Twitter spaces. On these Twitter spaces, I be putting it down. What do you mean you put it down in Twitter spaces? What does that really mean? I'm gonna tell you. It means you go on your phone, you press the button. And you scream into your phone. That's putting it down to you. You know what I mean? Like screaming on the internet is not putting down shit. Any crackhead could fucking scream on the internet. Stop it. Facts. It's more pocket watching than actual fun. Bro, the sport has turned into that, bro. Just like Buddy, the one I just blocked. He talking about, man, come on, bro. You sitting there talking about money like a bitch, bro. I mean, and he a boxer. He was, I guess, he say he boxed. I don't even know if he did. He's sitting there talking about Al Heyman is screwing him out of money. I don't give a fuck what Al Heyman doing about their money. Let's talk about, is the fight signed? Okay, cool. Let's see how they training for it. That's what I care about, bro. Some of y'all be too invested into their money. A lot of grown-ass men these days have feminine energy and don't even know it. A lot of them act like females and don't even know it. This is why fathers need to be in the home. Because if you're raised by a single mother, more than likely you're going to pick up feminine traits, feminine behavior. You're going to react like a female would, very emotional, to where you just jump and start screaming. And even if you're a man, you could physically fight. Even if you could physically do some damage, why did you do it? You were triggered out of emotions to where you just act like a bitch. You didn't put no logical thought into what you're about to do. That's why your ass been 100 years in jail, because you reacted off emotion. Like in Chicago. A lot of these shorties be killing people just because they get mad and they smoke weed and they go shoot up somebody because they're raised by single mothers, and their first reaction is just an emotional reaction. It's like, you know what? You disrespect me? Now I gotta go smoke you, and your whole block. You know what I mean? It's more of an emotional response. You know, like the CG Cap guy, the one I just blocked. Right away, he started using the cuss words. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you're being so emotional. All I'm saying is stay out of man's pockets, bro. Real men don't watch other men's pockets like that. Unless it's like big ass news, like Floyd's getting paid $100 million. Okay, cool, that's news. But you just assuming about what's going on in that man's pocket makes you look like a bitch. CG Cap. And what you want to do? Call me out through the comment section. That makes you look more like a bitch. Say something realistic. You know what I mean? Say something like you hear or something, or show me you hear, and then I'll beat you up on camera. But yeah, bro, that's facts. It seems like boxing in the West is more business than actual sport. And what's the text overseas and holding it down for the sport? You know, that's what I like about UK boxing. That's one thing I will say. Yeah, they're not in each other's pockets like that. Boxing fans in the UK, they ride for their fighters, whether they black, white, Indian, whatever. They show up and they cheer for their fighters. UK boxing fans are more loyal to the sport, and American boxing fans are more loyal to individual boxers. Like, I like him because I like his hairstyle, or I like the rapper he came out with, or I like how he talk, or I like him because his daddy's in his life. America's very emotional when it comes to boxing. It's like they root for boxing like they root for WWE wrestlers. They just fanboys of this shit and don't even know what the fuck a jab is, a 2-3-2, a slip, a uppercut, a 3-6 combination. They don't know shit. American boxing fans is the worst fans in all of sports. Boxing fans. Basketball fans are cool. WNBA basketball fans are cool. Football fans are cool. There is nobody worse than a boxing fan in America. That's what I see. Nobody worse than a boxing fan. Boxing fans in the Philippines, I believe they are more knowledgeable about the sport. American boxing fans don't know shit. They really don't. They sit on their fat ass and they watch the sport, or they're guys with government informants like the boxing voice. Nestor Gibbs from the boxing, he a real snitch, like a real one. You know what I mean? That's really legally documented as a government informant. He can still call him up right now. He got him on speed dial. They got an attachment to him for the rest of his life. So he like a police for real. Once a government informant, always a government informant. Once you turn state's evidence, you always got that connection to detective this or detective that, and they on your ass for the rest of your life. That's the guys who have boxing channels, or guys who legally got real paperwork that they did something bogus, and they're on that list. Like BTTTTT. That's American boxing fans for you, bro. Motherfuckers who never lived through shit in their life. Devin Haney fans never did shit in their life. They like Devin because I don't even know why. Because they wish they was him. Devin's strength is their weakness. He a bitch who could fight, and they just bitches who can't fight. So he's like king of the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin fans are just bitches who can't fight, and Devin Haney's a bitch who could fight a little bit. You know what I mean? Until he gets tested. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He said, yo, y'all in the chat. Y'all, hey, y'all in the chat. Beyond Shakur more than his girl. Yo, Howard, bro. You know, like I'm talking about, bro. What you mean, Beyond Shakur more than his girl? I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson because he's part of the conversation, bro. He's part of the conversation. He's part of the conversation. He part of the conversation. He is part of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. He part of the conversation, bro. Yeah, I mean, like once you part of the conversation, you know, it be like that, bro. Yo, team, wasn't it a team RAC, bro? If you're not in Chicago, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Ain't you in DC somewhere, a DMV? Like when motherfuckers paint their fingernails? Your son, hey, didn't I interview you, bro? Didn't I interview you? I gave you an interview, right, old man? Your son a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he never gonna be a champion. I gave you a whole interview, bro, and you come on talking that shit. Hold on. This you, right? I better pause it. This you, little fat dude? That's you, little fat dude, right? Stop it, bro. With your little 400 subs. Big Joe, what's up? Shakur vs. Lamont battle of the lost individuals. I don't think they lost. I don't think so. Speaking of that, shout out to everybody who went to church today. Hey, Jaleel Hackett, in my opinion, will never be successful in boxing. He from out there in Baltimore, right? Where's Jaleel Hackett from? He from DC? Jaleel Hackett, I don't think he ever gonna become a champion. I got to write to my opinion. He never gonna be a champion. Yeah, right. This motherfucker got a whole professional son boxer. Yeah, Jaleel Hackett, he's never gonna be a this is my I gotta write to my opinion. I'm just talking boxing. He's probably a good person. But in boxing, he's never gonna make like Gervonta Davis money. Never. He's never gonna be a champion. He gonna get beat the fuck up again and again and again, because of who raised him, who training him. You know what I mean? That's why he's never gonna be great because of who his father is. Kind of like Devin. You know how Devin shows signs of Bill? Matter of fact, since this motherfucker want to talk about what he said, my grandma, whatever the fuck he said, ain't you the same dude who was calling Devin Haney a pussy and Bill fake ass pimp? Matter of fact, I did an interview with you, bro. Fat bitch. Hold on, I got you, bro. I remember you. Jaleel Hackett father. This dude. You want to talk about, right? Like you sitting there acting like your shit don't stink, but you doing this.
Bill fake ass pimp Haney and Devin pussy Haney. And I call Bill fake ass pimp Haney and Devin pussy Haney. And I call Bill.
So you the same motherfucker acting like your shit don't stink, but you saying Bill fake ass pimp Haney and Devin pussy Haney, right? But you act like your shit don't stink, right, fat boy? That's my footage. You did an interview on my channel. So I can use it whenever I feel like it. And you can't do shit about it. Little fat fuck. You know what I mean? Of course you would talk shit from DC. Like Lamont Roach be talking shit from DC. You know what I mean? You were like 5'2". You little as hell, bro. You know what I mean? But that's your first and last interview on my channel, bro. And let's be realistic, little fat man. Little fat man with this squeaky voice. In person, what would you do to me? You probably have to jump up to swing and hit me, right? I'll grab you up by your collar and just fling you into the street. You little tiny dude. Little tiny dude whose son is never going to be successful. Jaleel Hackett, he is never good. Matter of fact, everybody type up Jaleel Hackett is not going to be successful in boxing because Jaleel Hackett will never be successful, in my opinion, in boxing. Is he good? No. Is he going to be good? No. Devin Haney would beat the shit out your son, bro. Come here talking about my grandma. Well, I don't even know what some corny shit, bro. Some DC type shit. Some DMV area type shit. McGavick Boxing, the only cool one from DC. I told her, I said, you the only cool person from over there. All the rest of y'all some hoes. Right. Soft ass. Your son's never going to win shit. Hey, matter of fact, has anybody heard from Jaleel Hackett recently? Has he made any type of noise in boxing? Now I'm gonna make your son now. Hey, you want some attention? I'm gonna give you some attention. I'm gonna make your matter of fact, Jaleel Hackett box wreck. Let me just I'll do this shit right here. Talking shit like you want some gangster shit, you little fat fuck. Jaleel Hackett. You related to Greg Hackett? Dude that backed out the fight with me? You related to him? You must be. On that corny ass East Coast shit. Why is the East Coast full of bitches, bro? Like, oh, Jaleel Major Hack. Oh, there he go. How come East Coast? Hey, damn, bro. I thought your son was more popping than that. This your son, bro? So you telling me he only got 10 fights. And he like, bro, you got a son who's 9-1, bro. Get your Carmel Moulton is better than your son. Zaquin Moses is better than your son, bro. This is the type of man you're trying to promote? You trying to get clout because of this guy, bro? Matter of fact, everybody type up never going to be successful. I will pin the first person who type it up in completion. You will never be successful, bro. This dude is never going to become a champion, bro. Never, especially in today's time of boxers who need that undefeated record. He already lost. Wait, matter of fact, let me see when he lost. Oh, shit, he lost his last fight against Jose Vasquez. Is that what it is, bro? Do I remind you of Jose Vasquez, bro? You think because you see a Hispanic guy, I remind you of the guy that beat the fuck out your son? Is that what it is, bro? Does my face remind you of the guy that beat your son up? Because I must. Matter of fact, let me see how Jose. Oh shit, is this the guy that beat your son? Matter of fact, I look nothing. Matter of fact, he might look like me a little bit. Wait, let me see. I got hair. Hey, matter of fact, he do look like me, huh? Hey, does this dude look like me? I remind him if the guy who whooped on his son, just punched on his son for what, probably a 4-rounder, 6-rounder. I look like him, right? Do I look like this man? Yes or no? A little bit. I must remind you of Jose Vasquez, the motherfucker who beat piss and shit out your son's face. That's who I must. Yeah, we twins, right? I must remind you of him, bro. Gave your bitch ass an interview. You come talking shit about me. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I interviewed your dumb ass, bro. If I knew that your son had that horrible record, you would have never been on my channel. So good luck fighting on Pro Box. Enough about him. That's what it is. I remind him of the guy who beat up his son. So when he see me, I look too much like Jose Roman Vasquez. Yeah. Matter of fact, who was his last fight? Oh, yeah, Jaleel Hackett. His last fight, he beat your son. December 24th, your son got his head beat in. But you want to jump on my shit. Hey, shout out to me. Hey, I got to give this guy an interview. He's Puerto Rican. Hey, yo, Jose Vasquez, I would love to interview you to talk about how easy Jaleel Hackett was inside that ring. I would love to give Jose Vasquez an interview to talk about his beautiful victory versus Jaleel Hackett. Buddy out of DC. DC soft as hell. Every single one of y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit him up on Instagram. I gotta get this guy on my channel. Hey, if y'all know this man, tell him to get at me. I'm gonna DM him on Instagram. He Puerto Rican. Yeah, I gotta give this guy an interview, bro, to talk about how easy Jaleel Hackett really was. See what you just did, bro? Now I'm gonna cause you some embarrassment. Talk about what he say? Some shit about my grandma, some corny ass shit. Yo, dumb ass, get your hey. If you from DC, you can't tell me nothing, bro. The DMV area, y'all paint your nails out there, bro. You paint your nails in DC. Let's go, Jose. Wepa, right? That's what it is. Hey, I'm not even Puerto Rican, bro, but I must look like that Puerto Rican that beat his son up. Yeah, so DMV area, bro, y'all got it all messed up. Y'all paint your nails out there, bro. The DMV, y'all wear purses out there. Like Javante, Lamont Roach. Like y'all men act like women out there. Even at that age that Buddy was. Buddy is. Come on, bro. Miss me with all that. Anyway. On to the next subject, man. I'm sick of picking on DC and the East Coast because they you know how when somebody is born soft and they don't realize it? Or like when somebody thinks that they hood is soft because they never been nowhere else? Kind of like that. You know, when you're from DC, you probably think you tough because you don't know anywhere else but your little DC. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, Philadelphia especially. Philly's like that. Little tiny city of Philly. Y'all think y'all tough because you never been outside Philly. That's why. You think the city of brotherly love, right? How they say? Jean this, Jean that. Y'all got trolleys out there. Everybody nice, no gangs, no just a bunch of dope fiends in North Philly. And that's all y'all really got, bro. Stay in your lane. Soft ass East Coast individual. Leave DC alone. No, I will not. DC soft as hell, bro. I will not leave DC alone. Because if he's a representation of y'all and Lamont Roach is a representation of y'all and Javante Davis, Javante from Baltimore, you know, but nah, bro. From what I see, from the type of shit that I be saying and how y'all be reacting and shit, DC kind of corny, bro. I mean, y'all ass soft, bro. Y'all ass sweet as hell. Y'all ass be, you know what I mean? Super sweet, sensitive, emotional. Let's talk about New Jersey. Them two, all of y'all out there. No love on this side. That's Jersey for you. Zay Cremos is getting punched in his mouth by Cremel from Las Vegas somewhere. But he got brought up under Floyd. No, man, Baltimore sweet too. Is it? I don't know. I know it's small. I passed by through there one time on a Greyhound. You know how when you go on a Greyhound, you pass through the cities? We were in Baltimore for like maybe 20 minutes. Baltimore is little. I remember like just going through Baltimore and was like, oh, should we go on? Like, damn, that's the whole city. Baltimore is like a little, it's smaller than Philly. It's a little ass city. Little ass city of Baltimore. New Jersey, I don't know. All I know is I mean, I know Philly soft as shit because I was out there in Philly. I've been in Philly before. They ain't on shit. Everybody on some how you do it? Open the door for it and just they corny. They're like nice guys out there. They want to be cool and nice and thumbs up type shit. Anyway, enough about that. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. You know me, I don't go live for 8 hours like them channels who are forced to go live for 8 hours. I got me about a good hour in, and yeah, I'll make it. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up that fight with this guy, Jose Roman Vasquez, beating up Jalil Hackett, and I'm gonna throw it in my video. Shout out to him. Hey, this is my twin, bro. This is my twin. Matter of fact, somebody type up twins. This is my twin, bro. He look just like me. Or he must look like me because, yeah, Jalil Hackett, his father talking about, yo, what's wrong with, I don't know what he said, some corny ass DC ass shit. Lamont Roach is from PG County, Maryland. Walker Road. We twins, right? We twins. Twins, right? Super. Hey, yo, hold on. What did he say? Hold up. Hey, if y'all got info on him, let me know. Lamont Roach is from PG County, Maryland. Walker Mill Road. He not DC. Furthermore, Lamont would duck work if his dad or cousin think you was good. He would claim his asthma acting up. I like that, Mr. Lawrence Singh. That sounds accurate. That sounds very accurate. I'm from the DMV. That's the new generation, though. But it's old cats we build different. Respect to the. You know what? I said that. I said, probably old school Philly cats was cool. Old school Oakland, old school New York City, that was cool. I think it's just generational, bro. Now you ain't. Matter of fact, yo, Mr. Guns, I believe that. Except if you Jalil Hackett father. I believe that though. I said that. If I feel like the older generation, or not, I feel like the older generation is the more thorough generation. You know what I mean? Like all you young ass niggas be on some emotional feminine shit. You know what I mean? Dale, Aerosmith, next up and coming prospect. I'm gonna check him out, Ronald G. Everybody y'all type up, I'll be checking them out. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. Jalil Hackett, probably the worst fighter in today's boxing. Jalil Hackett. He probably one of the worst, matter of fact, he's the worst prospect in the game today. Jalil Hackett. And he's never gonna be a champion. Never, ever gonna be a champion. Ever. But with that being said though, till next time, I'll do a live sometime this week. You know what I mean? Chop it up with y'all. But I'm gonna get to this in the video. Till next time, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, or hit the like, click the bell if you can see all the videos. If you're on Rumble, Southpaw Boxing, one word on Rumble. Till next time, I'm gone.